Hey guys, we're still here at Fred's back porch and we got another hiker that I can interview, but there's a guy fishing right behind him. If he catches a big one, we're just going to watch him land that fish. Okay, give us your trail name and anything you want to share with those that are watching.
Yeah, so my trail name is Dynamite, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio, the Midwest. Born and raised, spent 2 years in Denver between about 2016 2018. Moved back to Ohio then. I always joke with people that I moved back just to realize that I only wanted to visit. I miss the mountains, miss hiking a lot, and that's what brought me to the trail. Yeah.
Okay, how did you get the name Dynamite?
So my legal name is Napoleon, and of course once people found that out, a lot of people were baffled that that was my actual name. A lot of people didn't believe me, but then once they realized that it was true, they just thought of the movie Napoleon Dynamite, and so that's how it's Dynamite, yeah.
And you're answering to it.
I'm sorry?
You're answering to it, so
exactly,
you must like it.
Exactly, I like it. I haven't tried to pick a new one or anything.
Okay, now tell me what date you started.
I started March 2nd. Yep.
Okay, same
right
time.
So they started the 4th, Mad
The
Monkey
other
and
one's
Donuts.
Mad
Yeah,
Monkey,
they started
okay.
the 4th, and I just caught up to them a little bit later.
How much planning did you do to come out here?
Not a whole lot as far as logistically. I did plenty of research on my gear and everything like that. But outside of that, I just read that it's fairly easy to be able to find your way once you get started. Plus, I mean, everybody's got a plan until the rubber hits the road and then things start to change. And so I was pretty loose with the logistics of it, but just booked my plane ticket probably about almost a year ago, actually.
Okay.
But that was pretty much the only logistics planning that I did. I had some family in Atlanta that I stayed with for the couple days leading up to actually hitting the trail. But outside of that, not a whole lot.
So all of your gear is working well?
Correct, yeah. Haven't swapped anything. Oh, well, I take that back. So I had some old bulky Keen boots that I was hiking in previously for about the past year. Definitely realized that trail runners work out a whole lot better.
Okay.
And after they were providing me some pain, the Keens were I traded them in for some Ultras Olympuses. So those have been like.
And how many miles have you done on those? The ones you swapped
so
out?
Those are, let's see, those are probably about 150 miles on them so far.
And they're doing a lot better?
Yeah, loving them. Loving them,
Okay.
absolutely.
So you would say that's the only gear that you've replaced or added or changed?
Yep, exactly. Everything else has been pretty spot on. And I mean, all the gear that I've got, I pretty much just Googled most popular pack, most popular sleeping bag, everything like that. And so I've just got pretty average and popular items. So it's been working out for me.
What kind of weight are you carrying? Do you know?
All loaded up, it was 28 the last time I
Wow,
checked.
that's good.
Yeah, definitely not bad at all. I was a little bit concerned once I was loading up my stuff in my aunt's house. But once I got going, got my trail legs under me, it's been pretty light. I'm
Has
happy with
anything out here surprised you?
I don't know. I don't know if anything has surprised me.
Or
so
something
much
maybe
as,
you didn't realize you might see or hear or do or whatever?
Not a whole lot. I think I came into it with enough of an open mind. I didn't really have any expectations coming into it. And not just to sell yourself short and then everything's a surprise. Not quite like that. But I don't know. I just had read such differing opinions as far as like what people expected versus what it turned out to be. And this was just a season of my life where I just wanted to be open to a lot of stuff. And so everything's new, everything's cool, but nothing out of left field, I guess.
Okay, how you're able to do this? You out quit a job, or you in between jobs, or what?
Correct, yeah. So I left my most recent job. I was a 911 dispatcher for the city of Columbus for about 2 years or so. Great job, just a lot of overtime, can definitely be stressful. And I just realized that at the end of the day, it wasn't for me. I didn't see myself retiring from there. And so with that being said, it paid pretty well with all of the overtime and whatnot. And so for about 6 months or so, I've just been saving up all my money, just stocking it away in another bank account where I'm just not touching it, not looking at it, to be able to do this. And so I'm like my job, but definitely I don't foresee myself going back.
What do you think you will go back to? Do you know you're going to think about it while you walk?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love Ohio, but like I said, I don't know if I see myself there long term. That's where all my family is. That's probably the biggest thing keeping me there. But outside of that, I'm just sort of open to it. Just see where things take me, who I meet. Who knows?
That's interesting, because I've met lots of people over the years that fall in the same category that you're in. And interestingly enough, a lot of them find something along the trail that intrigues them, and they end up making a move to a town somewhere along the Appalachian Trail to do what they want to do.
Yep, that was sort of my thought. And again, just season of openness. I don't foresee the trail like telling me exactly what I want to do with my life or anything like that, or giving me a concrete profession. But if there's something that, like piques my interest or something that I could see myself possibly doing and succeeding at, then just go down that road. We'll see when it comes.
Have you ever thought, or have you given any thought to this, what I'm getting ready to say at all, how much influence completing a through hike makes on a resume?
So I have thought about it a little bit.
Okay.
But not I mean, it's definitely something that I'm going to physically put on my resume.
Okay. Oh, you
once
definitely
I finish
should.
This up.
You definitely will put that on.
Yeah, and not just for the reason of explaining the 6-month gap in my life, but I'm definitely, if I make it to Maine, I'm going to be pretty proud of it. I know it does mean a lot.
Okay. Now, have you ever met a through hiker that had done the whole thing in 1 year prior to coming out here?
No, I have not.
You never met one?
There were a couple people that I met online, a couple of friends of friends that they had completed it before, but close to me, no, I hadn't met anybody previously. Yeah.
If you met one, or if the first one you've met some since you've been out here, I'm sure, I believe it's been through hike, but are you normally impressed if you meet somebody that would have done it?
Oh yeah, very, for
Okay.
sure. It's just one of those things that outside of the through hiking world, it's not known a whole lot. Like people know like of the Appalachian Trail,
That's right.
But the idea of finishing it in an entire calendar year, much less half a year, which is what's
What you're
typical
shooting.
for most
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
What I hope to do it in, it's crazy the amount of people that I told when I was doing this or like leaving my job, how many of them had absolutely no idea or just
Right.
like looked at me with wide eyes and just couldn't comprehend someone doing it. But it's interesting because now I'm here and like that's the predominant culture is like everyone, not necessarily aspires to be a through hiker, but like you go through town and everybody sees, these people walking around with big backpacks. They're like, oh, like those are through hikers. It's a cool change. I really like it.
Well, where I'm going with that, I want to plant a seed in your head.
All right.
Okay? When you touch that sign at Katahdin, I don't think you've realized or thought about what I'm getting ready to tell you. You're going to be the first person that many, many people meet that has hiked the Appalachian Trail. All your friends, all those people you meet in the future, they will say you're the first person I've ever met that's hiked the Appalachian Trail. That thought can get you there on a bad day.
Yeah.
Keep that in your mind.
Oh, I definitely will. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Hey, congratulations on what you've done so far. You got a great smile. You've got a great attitude. I think I'm gonna get a picture from Katahdin from this guy, and we're gonna be following you, Dynamite. Is there any way socially that somebody can follow you?
Yeah, I do have an Instagram. It's just Napoleon Bell, and then the number 3, common spelling of Napoleon, common spelling of Bell, just like ring a bell, and then just a 3. Yeah.
Is it any space in between that?
Nope,
I know nothing
no spaces,
about.
no capital. It's just Napoleon Bell 3.
Okay, guys, go out there and watch Napoleon Bell on his Instagram and encourage him and support him as he makes his way to Katahdin. God bless every step between here and Katahdin. And before I let you go, do you want to say hello to anybody back home?
Sure. Just mom, dad, and my sister Leah.
Hey, that always works.
Yeah.
Mom's got to be. She's the one that got
She's
you here.
gotta be. Gotta be.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.